Yeah, man, it's the one and only DJ Chase, Worldwide Sounds Records, man, the pregame party mix podcast on 17 podcast networks, man, globally on YouTube, DJ Chase TV, man. We got the veteran, the pro, we got the just a very lit individual, an influencer, international basketball pro, man of many hats, actor, I should say, added to the resume, Hidden Gems, which is one of my favorite movies. Hidden Gems was a dope movie. He also hosts one of the hottest celebrity sports games in the city, Ballin for Peace, the one and only H2o, man. How you doing?
What's going on, man? What's going on, man? Yeah, great introduction. Appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm just happy to be here, man. Just doing it. 2021, we here.
Copy, man. And I know I gave you an introduction, but I always do this as an icebreaker for all my guests. Tell the people who you are and what you do from your words, from your mouth. Excuse me.
I guess I'm just an all around, just a good human being, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I just feel like I wish I had somebody like me in my corner. You know what I'm saying? I used to play Division I basketball, played, basketball my entire life. Sports has been my outlet to life. You know what I mean? It's been something that kept me in a straight and narrow, and just been able to focus on one thing. It kind of like, grab, like it kind of like, put me in positions to win. You know what I mean? And that's what I've been doing. So I would say an athlete, a philanthropist, an entrepreneur, just an all around, like I said, good person who just wants better for himself and his friends around him.
Definitely, brother. And where are you from?
I'm from Queens, New York, born and raised. I currently live in New Jersey. Just moved out here recently.
I'm coming. I'm not gonna lie. I'm about to join you.
Yo, come on out here.
I'm about to join you.
Come on out here, bro. We definitely, New York is taking over Jersey. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm definitely with that. I have to ask this question. You're a professional sports player, so I have to ask this from New York. Who do you have, Ali Mo or Shamgard?
Oh, wow. Wow, right off the bat. Oh,
yeah,
man.
We have to start right.
Oh, man. Alamo, Shamgard? Damn,
yeah.
Bro. They two different. I don't know if, man, I'm a guard.
All right.
Like Shamgard, like he created a move that like people still do to this day. Sham, he has his own name for his move. Like a couple years ago, you seen Russell Westbrook in the league doing it a lot, Manu Ginobili and stuff like that. But Ali Mo, street legend, bro. Like God rest his soul. I'm gonna go with Shamgard.
I had a feeling he was gonna pick that too. I would say that in my head. I was like, he gonna probably pick Shamgard. I knew he was gonna pick
go with Sham because he did it in the streets and he did it, in a level, and he's still like he in the league, like assistant coaching and like training and stuff like that with the I think he was Dallas Mavericks.
Yeah. And what high school you went to?
I went to Campus Magnet High School. It used to be called Andrew Jackson before I got there. But it used to be a powerhouse back in the 80s. But when I went there, kind of like died down. They made it into a magnet school. And I went to Campus Magnet in Queens. Fun fact, I only played 1 year high school basketball and made it Division I.
Are you serious?
I swear to God, I only played my year, bro. I only played year, bro.
That's crazy, man. All right, so with that being said, bro, what inspired you to start? What made you want to just play basketball out of all things you could have did?
My mom was heavy into like she put the ball in my hands when I was like 3 years old. Like she used to run basketball tournaments, in St. Albans Park in Queens. And when I was younger, I used to see all the trophies in my crib and all that. So I just was intrigued by that. Yeah, Anthony Mason, Mark Jackson, all played in my mom's tournaments and stuff like that, and countless others, So that was like the big thing, like back in the days. So I definitely, rocked out with that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so.
Okay, and we know you played professionally overseas. Did you when you went overseas, right? Did you were you just kind of like, all right, you know what? I made it overseas. I made the D1. I did that. You didn't play professionally in the NBA. Yeah.
So when I went overseas, yeah, that wasn't it. That was like, that was my NBA. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I crunched the numbers down. I used to break it down like there are only 450 people in the entire NBA, and that's on a 15-man roster, but only 12 players play. So that's less than 400 people who are active. So it was like, yo, to even be mentioned, to even go to D-League camps. And I remember I went to the D-League. I had a D-League contract, and
Yeah.
I played in the, the exposure camp out in Atlanta. And it was it had over 500 people, and I was rated top 5 player, one of the top 5 players in the whole D-League camp. And I earned a contract to play in the D-League.
Yeah.
Doing that, but going overseas, it wasn't like it was just I'm overseas. Nah, that was my way. I was like, yo, I'm making money playing basketball. I'm from Southside Jamaica, Queens, and I'm like, I only played 1 year high school basketball. Like,
That's crazy. That's crazy.
People don't really know that, or the journey of the story. And I only played 1 year because of all the catastrophic things that happened. It wasn't like I wasn't able to play. Like, Michael Jordan didn't make his team. Like, I didn't have that story. It just, my junior high school went to the 9th grade and I stayed. So that's 1 year out of the, like, you know what I'm saying? So my sophomore year, I came in, people thought I was a freshman. I wound up fracturing my left wrist. My right wrist, which is my shooting hand. And then I wound up my junior year, I broke my left arm from like up here, broke it. And so I only had my senior year. So, you know what I mean? I just went all out. And I had to go to junior college route and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Now I have to ask this question too because I'm a basketball head. So with the AAU system, right, and the decline of I'm gonna say the decline of New York basketball. They closed all the high schools. They shut down Rice. They shut down. No, Christ King is still around. Yeah, just Rice. I know Rice they shut down. Yeah, like with the system of even like the junior Knicks, because I played in the junior Knicks. I was there. We come from the Team Rock eras on the Minnesinks and all of that. Do you feel like the AAU system is kind of like the reason why New York City basketball is not where it used to be?
I feel like the AAU system is just a whole watered down system. And I think that it's a system that, it's a system for bad basketball too. Like people love, there's a lot of money in bad basketball. So a lot more people are paying to get their kids to play and this, that, and the third. And then you have like coaches like, the mom paid this amount of money, so this kid is going to play. And then it's weird. It's levels to even AAU. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like back in the day when I played and it was like Riverside and Gauchos, those were the teams like from New York. It was Riverside A, B. That was it. Like, now they have all these, the Long Island Lightning, A, B, C. It's like tons. And then you have the Super League and you have this and you have, it's oversaturated, it's watered down.
Yeah.
It's really hard to see, who's who in this day and age, you know what I mean? And, and that's why like it just sticks in places like California, which is where people just go out there and just do what they got to do from picking the players of their litter, like, and it's trendy. It's like, this is the trend. Like, we're gonna go over here with this, the Oakland Soldiers, and they, and it's just different AAU teams that have their niche of players, and then that's pretty much it. And the people are gonna keep going there because they heard that they were good, but they overlook a lot of good players.
Yeah, man, and you know what? In the sound of your voice, you actually really sound you don't like it at all. Like you don't. It sounds like you don't like it at all, do you?
I really don't, because it's hard. Like... Playing high school basketball and stuff like that is like, it's a really playing high school basketball. There are ways that it for me it meant a lot to me. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these guys don't even be playing on their high school teams and stuff like that and go on the AAU circuit and get picked up. So it was like, damn, you doing all this stuff. It's like backwards. It's like reverse.
Yeah. And with that dislike of the AAU system, in a sense, you created your own badass brand of charity. I don't really want to call it charity. I call it mentor basketball.
Yeah.
Ballin for Peace. How did that come about?
Well, Ballin for Peace came about from all the senseless acts of violence that was going on in my community and all over the world with the whole Mike Brown and Eric Garner situation that happened. I just wanted to do something positive and be in more of a positive mind space. And I know that, I played basketball all over the world. I played basketball, like I said, Division I, high school, all that. And it was just something that I felt was needed. There was a lot of peace marches and rallies going on around social injustice. And it was like, I think we need sports to combat that. Not another march or a rally where nothing is coming from that, but we need actual action and getting people. I know that sports always brings everybody together. I don't care what color you are, she is, he is, whatever. When we on that court, we have a common goal, and that's to win. And we know how to do it as a country. You know what I mean? It's just we're very selective when we do it. How can we be this way when the Olympics are around and everybody's rah, rah, USA, USA? But when the Olympics is over, we're back to normal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely, bro.
It's like, we know what it is. We know how to do it.
Yeah.
But, it's just rare that people show. So I created Ballin for Peace. My message is peace through sports. And we've been rocking and rolling for, 6 years now, well over 6 years now. You know what I'm saying? Actually, January 24th was my first event, 24th. It was our 6-year anniversary. January 24th, 2015 at Baruch College was my first basketball game that I had.
Yeah, man. I've been trying to get to one of them games. I've been trying to get on that. I've been trying to connect with you for years.
Word.
I haven't been cool enough, so I made it now. I'm famous now.
You cool, man. Like
I'm teasing you. I'm teasing you. I'm teasing you. Yeah, man. And on a more positive note too. But with that being said, with the Ballin for Peace, what inspires you to give back? Because I know even us, we're around the same age group, and we had mentors, like we had the Junior Knicks, the YMCA's, the Kips Bays, and is the Ballin for Peace come from that lineage of giving back to young Black men?
That's the goal. That's the goal, to get enough people to support and support the brand and pushing the brand to a space where we can do more, right? With the youth. Like even before the celebrity games, it doesn't get as publicized, but I've had the New York Knicks do the trainings and the clinics every year for over 150 kids right before the event starts. So we have a free youth clinic and stuff like that. For the first couple of years, I had my H2o basketball organization where I have my own travel team and stuff like that. And, we play in tournaments and things like that. We would play against other organizations and things of that nature. So, and just to push the narrative and push forward. And that's what we were doing, you know what I'm saying? And I had H2o Basketball presents Ballin for Peace for years until I made Ballin for Peace a full-fledged nonprofit organization. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Salute on that. With that, you know what I'm saying? Trust me, you have somebody looking on the sidelines, you know what I'm saying? And I've definitely, I'm, even if I'm always busy when I'm always either DJing or doing something else, but I definitely am a sideline.
In one of these events then, bro. You gotta
I'm trying. Yeah, my guy Remo, my A&R Remo, he definitely spoke very highly of you. So he always speaks highly of you like crazy. So you know what I'm saying?
Man, Remo, I know him for
Yeah.
years, bro. We used to live in Laurelton together. In Queens, yep.
Yeah. So he speaks very highly of you. And you have a very close relationship with your dad. Yeah. Is that one of the things that inspired Ballin for Peace?
I wouldn't say that.
Mm-hmm.
My mom, very inspirational woman in my life too. My mother did a lot of activism, pushing. She was a teacher at Springfield High School for over 25 years. She showed me the way as far as just being the man who I want to be. You know what I'm saying? She really like pushed the narrative and pushed me forward to get into a space where I needed to be as well too. But my dad, man, he inspires me, man. Like March 1st, he'll be 76 years old. and he doesn't look his age. You know what I'm saying? He's still trying to do 1,000 push-ups a day. Not trying. He does 1,000 push-ups.
Putting me to shame, putting the brothers to shame.
He ain't both, bro. I was doing that. Matter of fact, I started over the summer in the quarantine time, in May.
Yeah,
it's crazy. A year ago, May and June, I was me and Indio Champ. He was doing something online, and he had a lot of people doing push-ups, seeing how many push-ups you could do in one set. So those dudes doing crazy amount of push-ups, and I got on board with that. And I remember I broke my own record. I did 1,000 push-ups in one day. I told my dad that, and that motivated him, the damn dude. I was like, Dad, you're 75, bro. You don't have to. So he no, man. So he's sending me, and I can send you pictures, but he'll do them, and he writes all his sets down. Still on the paper, he writes all his sets down.
Yo, you know what's funny? Fathers do that, bro. My father still cook. My fathers do that. My dad does the same thing with me. My father does the same thing. He does the same thing.
Competing. I'm like, yo, you don't gotta compete, Dad.
My father does the same thing.
But I rock with him, man. He good dude. You know what I'm saying? I gotta call him. I'm actually gonna call him. Probably call him in the morning. You know what I'm saying? But he inspires me to do more, man. Anybody who got that energy at that age and still pushing he pushes as if he, he got something to prove still. And it's shit, bro.
Same with my father, bro. My father does the same thing, bro. I know all about it, dog.
But if you don't goals in mind and stuff in your head, it's hard to live. You know what I'm saying? You live for that next day. And a lot of people, they're content with their lives. So that's when you can be alive but dead, if you understand what I'm saying.
I do.
Existence, but dead to life, bro. Every day I'm pushing to do something better and strive for more. And that's where I'm at, bro.
Yeah, man. And salute you once again. Salute the Ballin for Peace, because once again, you have a fan on the sidelines. I've been following you and following that for a long time. And I'm very community based. And now your new venture, the big things, man. H2o music, man. Let's talk about that. Can we talk about H2o music for a second?
Sure, for sure. I've been actually been doing that. I started that a little after I started Ballin for Peace.
Yeah.
Because I saw how well we would have halftime performances and halftime acts, and I saw how well it was, and I saw how dope it was for artists to help them out and give them that platform. And it was super dope. And it was yo, let's keep that going. I think we got something good going. You know what I'm saying? And I did that, and I was pushing forward with that. And it went from the half performances, and then my boy Graf from Queens, I started we were doing the team bang stuff, how they used to do Dipset. I would get us in Dykeman and Hoops in the Sun, and we played in the TBT $1 Million tournament, and I was playing in the 3-on-3 FIBA. I was going Mexico City pushing team bang, and that's Graf's joint on the sports side. So then I'm yo, I told Graf yo, you need to do shows, and that's you know what? Matter of fact, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it for you. And I didn't want to have Ballin for Peace music, right? So it was yo, H2o music, flow music, rhythm music, you know what I'm saying? H2o, keeping it in my brand, H2o basketball, H2o music. And I did Graf's first concert.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Party house. We packed it out, had over 3,000, close to 3,000 people there. I want to say 3,000. It was a lot of damn people there, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. Smack White hosted it. Smack URL. He was the host. Joe Buttons came out. We had Murder Mook, Chris Webby, Bun B perform. It was crazy. And I told Graf, I said, yo, bro, you know everybody, bro. You got to start tapping into your network. That's all I did with Ballin for Peace when I created it. I just tapped into my network, and people were yo, how do you know? Your journey speaks for yourself, bro. I've been playing ball my entire life. I never asked anybody for anything.
Yeah.
Because I would come to games. I would go to Dykeman, be Dolo, bro, and kill. Just wilding, like, and I think that's from like Queens people. We don't really need a whole bunch of like an entourage. I'm not from Brooklyn or Manhattan. Like a lot of those, nothing against it, but I put in the work by myself. So I'm gonna do what I got to do by myself. I'm gonna be on the court by myself. I don't need anybody to give me that extra push. So a lot of those games that people have seen and stuff, I be there dolo. You know what I'm saying? Like, go on the train. I used to travel on the train, get on the one train. I used to from Jamaica Ave take the train. Like, it was crazy, bro.
Yeah,
it's a journey, man. It's that journey, and going to West 4th, things that it was crazy, bro. It was crazy, man. But yeah.
Nah, man. Same with me with the music. Like, if anybody knows, I'm doing all this podcasts by myself. Like, I book my own interviews. We the same way, man. I think it's a generational thing. So recently you've been doing some events in Atlanta. So yes, with H2o now, is H2o Music a label or a promotions company? Let's differentiate the two.
Oh, H2o Music I started it with the intentions of just helping other artists. I started because of Graph, actually. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to help my guy Graph out. I did that. And I just wanted him to be able to do concerts and shows. And that was the whole thing with how I can support and help, right? So I guess it was like an event thing. Like, you know what I mean? I was putting together events and supporting these artists and getting their music to the right people. Then I started doing hip hop ciphers and things of that nature. Now I'm going to start going into like managing a couple of artists, you know what I'm saying? And doing that, just the gradual steps. Like I went from playing to training and coaching. And now I'm a licensed referee too.
Yeah, I seen that. Yeah.
I'm a licensed ref now. So like those are the steps. So I went from like open and like performing and stuff like that. And then we transferred from just doing certain like hip hop concerts to hip hop ciphers. Then we're gradually, supporting and I was doing album releases for artists and things of that nature and just pushing the narrative forward, man. And that's pretty much what I was doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. And what's gonna separate H2o Music from anybody else? Like any other label out there? What's gonna separate H2o Music?
What does that is the time spent, the time put in, that's what separates people. Separates me from people. I believe in no flops. So I'm not just gonna do something to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like when people are like, yo, do this next week, it's like, no, I'm not gonna do that next week because I don't really I can't put my all in there for just that 1 week. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I have to strategically plan certain things and get it together in that sense to making these things work. You know what I'm saying? People just want to do. Like, nah, I don't work like that. So yeah, maybe you can go with somebody else who's gonna just do it and take your money.
Yeah.
Me, nah, I don't work like that. So
yeah,
the way I do things is I put my all in it, and that's why artists rock with me because they know that. You know what I'm saying?
Copy. And the music business is very competitive. As dealing with being a promoter, that's even harder. Do you feel like being an athlete made you better? Do you feel like it makes you able to compete in the music industry?
Well, just competing in life, because as an athlete, you have an edge over the common person. Like it's like we had to work for like something. Like I had to earn my Division I scholar. Like, you know what I'm saying? I had to earn, to make that basketball team. So I've been competing my entire life. So that same thing when it comes down to like even throwing an event, I'm competing against myself. I'm not competing against nobody. I don't like, you can have an event, you can have a successful event, whatever that means to you, whatever that success means. Maybe that success is like, yo, I got 20 people to come out to my gathering or my listening event. It's like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's cool for you. My win is not your win, right?
Yeah.
We're two different people. So it's all right. And when I'm not worried about what somebody else is doing,
yeah,
I can never hurt. It's nothing can happen to me because I really don't care what, not to say in a bad way, but I don't care how many followers you have. I don't care what event you're at that I wasn't at. It doesn't matter to me. So like a lot of people, they don't understand that when you're moving like that, they don't understand the frequency that you're on. It's like, yo, I don't have to do anything, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's so
yeah.
I feel like playing sports has pushed me over the edge to do more, period. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I have to ask this question too. Do you feel like, because you had a lot of success, like, because to me, you remind me of an independent rapper / like you grind like an independent artist, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've said that 7 times, bro. I said that all the time, bro.
Yeah. Do you feel like doing music is actually worth it for you? Like, or you should just like, or it's just like a vanity type thing?
Yeah, I love it, man. Like these artists be dope as shit, bro. Like I love music, bro. Like sports and entertainment, like it goes hand in hand, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not trying to step on nobody's toes. I'm just doing what I like, bro. Like, to be honest with you, like I'm just, again, like the shit is fun to me. It's cool. Like I like certain artists. I like their music. And if you see it, like I rock with similar people. Like, you know what I'm saying? I would, one of these guys would like super blow up, you know what I'm saying? And it'd be like, that we just be on a whole nother level, So I was talking to my boy Jason. He worked for Capitol Records for like 15 years.
Yeah.
And now he's over at Sony. And I told him the other day, like, yo, bro, like, I want to get, I know what I'm doing independently, but let's see how I can, like, even Sony, like, something signs me to, like, being a liaison and working with different artists, moving records and stuff like that. I would like that. That's kind of cool to me. Like, I just like not being in one box. You know what I'm saying? Like to do more than what people expect from you. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about, man. Just doing what you love to do, doing what you want to do, and doing what makes you feel good. And at the end of the day, that's the type of time I'm on. And, so I would love to continue to do this stuff with music and things of that nature. It's fun to me, man. It's like, like people think that they can like control you or put you like, again, in a box. But, I'm not down for that. You know what I'm saying?
Copy. And, my show is dedicated to educating as well. As we start the education portion, before we get to that part, do you guys have any music coming out under you? Like, first of all, talk about the artists that you have under you, because you're not the artist. You're just the boss. And do you have any artists? Who's the artist you have under you right now?
I haven't signed anybody. Right. So, but I've worked with Josh Jacobs, pretty dope artist. I had him on. So I get like deals and I pushed them forward. Like we had a dope deal with Fuse TV a couple of years ago. We had something called the Weekly Rap, where they would have to rap about the current events of what just happened. And like they filmed the recording, get paid, and I paid them. You know what I'm saying? Like I get certain things like where they could get their music placed on like movies and shit like that. And I send it to them. And if they get it, they get it. Like me and Graf were working something with Complex, right? A couple of during the quarantine, different shows that we may be able to do, like podcasts and things of that stuff. So that's what I do. I'm the connector. I'm the plug. I put things together. But now moving forward, I'm going to start like really managing and working with these artists and taking them to the next level. So that's what's going to happen moving forward. And so that's where I'm at with it. And we're going to continue to push in that direction to make what we want to happen. So I have Josh Jacobs. I rock with Graf. As recently, I've been rocking with my dude Moosey Wins. I've been, rocking with Vina Love. I don't want Johnny Floss. You know what I'm saying?
That's my boy right there. That's my guy.
My dude, man.
How you like that Rich in Spirit? We put that out. How you like that?
Dope, son. It's dope, man. Like I told him, I gotta listen to a little bit more and stuff like that. I've been rocking with Cortez, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, Loaded Lux. We've been making plays behind the scenes a lot of the times. You know, so I want to get back and doing some stuff with Math Hoffa. Like, I put together the first battle rap concert. Like, it was Math Hoffa and Cortez. They battled during songs. So I really feel like I did the first verses. That's we did that. And
that was a minute ago. I remember that. Yeah, that was a while. Yeah. Yeah.
That was in 2016.
Like 2016. Yeah. I remember that. I remember that. Yeah.
So, and I present H2o music. You know what I'm saying? Math called me, like, because people were seeing what I was doing with Graf. Graf became, and he got on Love and Hip Hop and all that. Like, you know, so it was like, man, wow. And Graf was out for a minute too. Like, so it was like, Graf was working, and I was able to just like see and look at it from a different mindset. Like, yo, I'm not a rapper, but I'm going to see how this works. You know, I'm going to push you like I push myself. Like, let's see what happens, you know? And you helped me out a little bit. Then he released his Painkillers Reloaded, his first like really studio album. He did a lot of mixtapes. That was his first album. And since then he released a couple of other projects after that. But the energy was different. You know what I'm saying? People started like, oh, okay.
Because you put that sauce on it. That's why. You put that gloss on it. That's why.
100%. So I'm going to start. I'm gonna start like little contract deals, right? Like little things, like, you know.
Take it from me. Take it from me, brother. Get those contracts signed. That's all I'm gonna say. Get a nice contract. You know what I'm saying? Because you could put, you know, which you play basketball, so you know what goes into a contract. So yeah, have everything that you don't want in it. That's what I say. With music, have everything you don't want to do in that contract, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
makes sense.
Yeah. Have everything you don't want to do. Not everything you want to do, but everything you don't want to do in the contract. That's what works for me.
Makes sense. Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. And are you looking for any artists right now, or you got your roster ready? And make sure it's not Queen bias either. I don't want no Queen's bias. I know how you guys are.
Nah, I'm willing to work with different people. I worked with Chrissy Bands when she was you know, she was under. I don't know if she's still with, but she was working with a guy named Quan. And I had a play. I had her do the Fuse TV thing as well with Josh. It was her and Josh. Then I had Loaded Lux do it, and Graf did it as well. But so I'm willing to work with people even when it was like, I guess, working with other people, because I'm not opposed to acting like I don't see good talent. When there's money involved, you get some money real quick. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like, get some money. You know what I mean? Come fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to handicap anybody. If I like your music, I like your sound, I'm a rock with you, period. If your management acts weird, then that's on them. But they didn't bring you that play. You know what I'm saying? They didn't bring you that bread. Like, and a lot of times with artists, they don't understand. Like, they spend so much money on studio time and this and that and the third, their clothes. Like me, I don't have to dress up every day. I can just dress how I want to dress. I can come with my own, like, Ballin for Peace. This is new merch, you know what I'm saying? Cheap plug, like, you know what I'm saying? Go to ballinforpeace.org, buy your new sweatsuits and all that. But I can wear this every day if I wanted to.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It'd be like, oh, okay, H is in that. If I want to wear a suit, I'll wear a suit. But I don't have to. If I want to dress up and get fly, I can do that as well too. But it's not a persona that I have to uphold.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely, yeah. And before we get out of here too, I have two more questions. My second to last question is, you know, is H2o music going to be like a future Rock Nation where you're going to get into sports management as well? I kind of sense that.
Yeah, I would love to, man. I have a couple of plays. My guy, like Tap Sports, out in California. We just was talking over the weekend, and just doing some, like, you know, some consultant for an agency, a basketball agency. So H2o Music, you know, Tap Sports, like, it's you know, it's gonna be. I like to do like nice collabos, nice partnerships.
Yeah.
But I see that. That's my vision. Like, you know, sports and entertainment. That's something I would love to do. Again, like I always say, the right yes can change everything. You it's just the right people seeing what you're doing. I've been doing $1 million deals and $1 million things for years, but I've been doing it with people who don't have $1 million. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's millions of dollars. Like, Snack over other people's money, right? OPM.
Yeah. OPM. Other people's. That's what they teach you in business. Spend other people's money. Yep.
So that's what I've been kind of on now. You know what I'm saying? And just I always was spending my own money on my own thing. But it gets tiring, it gets hard. And sometimes you don't have the capital for the level that you want to go to.
Yeah.
You got to do it this way. So put it like this. I was able to do a lot with a little. But, moving forward, I'll be able to do more with more. You know what I'm saying? So I'm doing the right things, applying for grants and funding now for Ballin for Peace and different things. H2o Music, I have a couple of opportunities there. We just had our talk on there. Every Tuesday we do the platform with Kid the Rebel. I have him as the host. So he's just probably finished up a little minute ago. But yeah, man, we're making these plays. We're winning left and right. And we got to celebrate all of them. So what I'm going to be doing a lot more with H2o Music is I'm going to be more involved again. You know what I'm saying? We weren't able to do our concerts and shows. So I had to think of other things. So we started doing IG Lives now going on a year.
Yeah.
Doing these IG Lives with H2o Music. On Tuesday, we've been very consistent. We in season 2 now. We had the DJ mix takeover. So on Wednesdays, we were doing a DJ live where they would take over the H2o Music page and stuff like that. But yo, man, it's all about just giving opportunities, and opportunities that haven't been given to you. You got to create them for yourself. And that's all I've been doing. You know what I'm saying? And I just been consistent, not giving up, So if I do, this is my level where I'm at right now. Some people are trying to get to where I'm at, and I'm not even content with.
They are. Trust me. I every and when I post this, in, but yo, Chase, H2o, I'm like, yeah, like you know what I'm saying. So, but you know what that comes from, bro. To give you your flowers too is just in the sense of the charity work that you do. You know what I'm saying. A lot of it is the mentor work that you do and the charity work that you do, because you don't just focus on yourself. Like I barely see any highlights of your career on your Instagram. It's mostly just charity work.
I don't even see, like, it'd be crazy because people wouldn't even think that I was the ball player that I am and have been. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was dead nice, bro. Like, I still go out there and I could play, like, you know what I'm saying? But that's not my focus. Imagine me out there trying to be, still pushing myself when these kids need guidance. You know what I'm saying? So it's not to say that I can't. It's just that
it's just different. It's just same with the music. I do the same. I do the same thing with the music. Like even me DJing, like, I seen a lot of, like, last year was so hard on me because I seen a lot of rappers get shot, and I lost a lot of friends last year. Like me and Fred the Godson was really close. Yeah, so I like just different, like even just like street kids that never actually blew up that I knew and I recorded, me producing them and stuff like that, going to jail, and it was too much on me. You know what I'm saying? So now with the mentorship, and before we get out of here too, I know I gotta run too. Do you have any advice for, not musically, but do you have any advice for any young brothers out there that's trying to that want to play basketball professionally?
You got to put in the work. A lot of these guys think that, I used to, I was my, how they say ball is life, bro? Like ball only stopped being life a few years ago for me. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the energy and the effort that I put into basketball was a lot. It was different, bro. It was very different. Like, you don't be my size. I'm like 5'11", 6 foot, like with my shoes on, right?
Yeah.
You don't do that. Like I was like 165, 170 pounds my senior year. And I led my Division I team in scoring, bro. That came from Campus Magnet High School, bro. Like only playing 1 year. So when people talk about hard work and all that, like, I know what it takes. I know what it looks like. I know it bothers me to even see trainers. Like, I'm like, yo, you sucked. You sucked. Like, how are you telling these kids what to do? Like, you don't even know. Like, you're going off for what somebody else did or what somebody else do. You didn't do it.
Yeah.
You got a million cones around doesn't mean that you know the game and understand the right way to play basketball or how to even get there. So what I would say to them is really put in that work. If you want it, you can get it if you do what you have to do to get there. You have to be good and you have to network. A lot of them are good at networking, but they're not good in real life and actually putting in that work. They're more into the highlights on Instagram and those things. But when I was growing up, I didn't want my workouts to be recorded on Instagram and like and things of that. I wouldn't want it to be on my social media because I was so private of what I was doing. And I didn't want to give anybody the upper edge on what I was working on or what I was doing. But now it's like almost you have to be online to like support you, to promote yourself. So, but for me, and you said that a lot of the stuff I don't have converted. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like all my things, that my highlights and stuff, like, but I could be that. I feel like posting a lot of that stuff is like living in the past.
Yeah.
Today is the opportunity, is the present and the future. Like, you know what I'm saying? Every day, bro. Like, at the end of the day, we are here and we have to spend our time wisely, bro. Like I can't keep dwelling on something that already happened.
Yeah.
Every day is a new adventure. Every day is a day that, we can't get back. And like, if you really think about it, there are people who are gone that would love another opportunity to be here. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta live like, every day is my last, bro. Like I gotta live life. That's why I started traveling recently. Like, just like, yo, son, like I can't live fearful and faithful. I have to pick one. So if I'm faithful, I had Corona before they said it was Corona. Like last February, I was sick as a dog. I had cold sweats and all that. And then like in April of last year, around like I went and got the test and I had the antibodies. They said I got the antibody test where it went through me. So like my immune system fought off COVID. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And before I knew what COVID was. Like, you know what I'm saying? You think that on March 13th last year, COVID just came, hey, it's COVID today. Like, nah, bro, it's been here. Like, that's why
it's been here. And I almost lost my dad because he was in the hospital. Like, they didn't know what it was at the time because he had had kidney failure and stuff. But he went to the hospital. He went to the hospital twice. So I'm like, why is he in the hospital again? And he was really like, he went there for like he couldn't breathe. And then that was right before Kobe had passed. He went to the hospital, and then Kobe had passed, and then Pop Smoke had passed right in the same time. And it was bad. Yeah. So I understand where you're coming from, dog. Like, we could do this all day, man. But give your social medias, bro, the merch, plug whatever you want, bro.
So my personal Instagram is H2o5. That's the letter O, not 0. Ballin for Peace, Ballin, the number 4 on the word peace. H2o Music _ H2o Basketball. Get the merch. You get your Ballin for Peace jogging sweats on ballinforpeace.org, Ballin, the number 4 on the word peace.org. If you put in the word donate on the checkout, you get 20% off. We still got that going on everything that's there. We got a lot of different things going on right now. We just signed with a agency, so you're gonna see us around a lot more because a lot of stuff that I've been pushing organically has been from me and my friends. And I want to shout out my people, my boy Thomas and Wendell. I want to shout out my homegirl Siani for really rocking with me during this time and just just being there and helping the brand grow. You know what I mean? Organically. We have our Black Facts tomorrow on Wednesdays on ballinforpeace.org. We have our H2o Music, the platform, every Tuesday at 9 p.m. on live as well. So you can get a lot of entertainment with us, man. Rock out with us. We always doing some good things. And also on Fridays, we got The Mission, where we interview people in power, politicians, police officers, celebrities, and all that. So you can check that out on Ballin for Peace, H2o Music. And yeah, man. So that's pretty much the boy H2o. Thank you, my guy.
Of course, man. Yeah, we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk, man. Give me 1 second, man. Yeah, man. It's the Pregame Party Mix podcast. DJ Chase on 17 podcast networks, man. We global, worldwide. We international, man. The listeners is going crazy, man. Thank everybody who listens, who's been watching on that YouTube, DJ Chase TV on that YouTube, man. On that Anchor app, DJ Chase. And yeah, it's a Pregame Party Mix podcast, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. Have a great day. DJ Chase TV.
Let's go.
You're now in the mix with the Worldwide Sounds Records.
Every day.
DJ Chase, lock it in. You know the vibe.